What's a few hundred cycles between episodes? I mean, really. Finally have most of this place ripped out. Still trying to get all the water collected. I gotta deal with this yet, but today, these guys get to move into a home that is far less haphazard than the original. So I put a bunch of time in. Rooms, hall, bathroom. Those are totally normal iron ore tiles above the edge of. Totally, you can trust me on this. 100%. Natural gas has moved over. This is ready to kick on. This is actually performed. To be honest, I don't get a lot of power out of it, but it does keep this at a relatively stable state. Like, these don't really kick on all that much, so this doesn't get to do much. So because of that, this, I said slightly less haphazard, not completely less haphazard. That should cool that off. I keep this to, yeah, 22 is fine. From a power at. I think I'm ready. Turn a bunch of this on. This gets plugged into here. You know, I'm sure I meant to have that power come from somewhere else. Yes, I did. And if you'll pardon me for a minute, I will make that so. So while that gets done, these guys, these remote workers, they are saving time. Because I got someone who can hook up there and do all this. I used up all the water I've got out of down here. I don't have to divert some over. And from what I've seen, this has always had a dupe at it instead of a remote worker. Now, I don't know if it's because by the time I saw this person doing this, whoever was using the remote dock had stopped. And maybe that's just the way the jobs lined up. I got a giant pile of gear bomb. These guys are... I would say I need to start, going after more water. That water's going into here. Where's the rest of my water at? Oh yeah. This has gone down drastically, and I think my only other source of water on here is this, which I'm going to have to hook up. Yeah, it's not bad for 4 kilos of water. It is unfortunately a long way to go with piping. And I kind of risk losing thermal stability in this area, which I'd rather not. I kind of like having all this stuff up here. How are we doing back here? It's all hooked up again? Yes, okay. That in. That should kick in there. This is going to make... Give this a moment to decide what it's going to do. That should not have space exposure. You are filling with oxygen. Where's the hydrogen going? Mesh tile. Oh, those are fine. Oh, there it is. It's starting to show up now. I can't see it against the hydrogen. Okay. Or against the back wall. So there we are. So this makes that much. I don't want to vacuum the whole thing out. So I'll go 300 here. 200 there? And I almost knew that was going to happen. Okay, give me the sensor. Give me 100 Gs. Obviously, I did not think this all the way through. There's a bunch of wrong element damage. Yep, I thought so. See, every time I try to do this without adding in filters and stuff, this always happens to me. Everyone else does this stuff and it works fantabulously for them. And for me, never. Oh, hang on. No, we need to... Let's just shut that off. Break into here. What I should have done. Yeah, I'll need to break into here to do it. Alright. Let me undo my mistakes. Alright, after a slight hiccup, everything seems to be working the way I intended it to the first time. All required was the addition of more spaghetti. This should be getting... That's getting some oxygen. I plugged... Oh, god damn it. God, it hurts being stupid sometimes. What did I... How did I do that? Okay, well... 1 minute. Third time, fourth time's the charm, right? Absolutely. Place is slowly getting oxygenated. One thing I'd probably speed this up. Do I have... How much oxygen is in? 146. Okay, I'm fine with that. Seeing as everyone has to go through masks. Has to go through suits just to get in here for a while. It actually took quite a while to get this place into a proper vacuum, because every now and then someone would pick up a piece of polluted dirt from up here, intend to bring it down here, it would get dropped and the whole place would fill with polluted oxygen again. Which I'm okay with, like this here. This is okay being full of polluted oxygen. That's there for temperature regulation. This here? No! I'm trying to keep this place clean. Granted, I know for a fact it's still going to end up... It's still always going to wind up with some polluted oxygen in it. Just like there's no... You can try all you want. It's never going to actually, succeed. Now that I've got some air in here... hook up a couple of the amenities. Now you're gonna ask, Dub, why have you got all this crap up here? Well, there's no reason to come up here, right? This is a utility corridor that's gonna be ugly as sin no matter what I do. So, places down here where it's kind of nice and kind of hellish. This is a bit of a disaster. At least up here, because I work from scratch, I can determine what everything's going to be. Private bedrooms, hall, clinic, rec room, park, reserve, hospital. I think the only thing... I will say one thing, that the fact that all of this food... What are you doing? Okay, because all of the food is made over on the other colony, I haven't had to allocate time for cooking here. Now, there'll be a bit happen. We do have a bit of an animal issue. Stuff will die. I will get... So what? I probably should have done that. Let's do this now. You guys can eat the first thing they pathfind to, right? So if I were to... Does that count as debris? I don't think so. No. Okay. So what I can do is I can not hook this up, because there's no point. There's no point in chilling pemmican, to be completely honest. You are going to get stuff like pack of fillets, meat, barbecue. Anything else I'm going to cook here? I don't think so. Pack of fillets. I have... have I not made cooked seafood? Have to have. Here it is. So the fancy one. There. So I can get all this pemmican here. If we get any barbecue, it can pile up here. Barbecue or pack of fillets. Just have them. How did you get in there? I don't remember putting you in there. You must have flopped your way all the way from over here into there. That is hilarious. But now that that's all dealt with, set up. Speaking of barbecue, let's just leave it on the floor, because that's how we roll. We're going to make this out of that. You should have power, and you should have oxygen, slowly. This would be the easiest way to move them in here and not have to worry about where the suits go. No docks available. Telling me they all want individual suits. That's dumb. That's really, really dumb. That is shockingly dumb. There's one thing I actually did forget about. And that is... where'd it go? See that? See that right there? That's the dupe I defrosted. That dupe now going to force me to waste time see, it should. Should it? I don't know if it's going to wind up. I have to go through all of this gobbledygook now. Because if I don't deal with it now, this stupid dupe is going to fill the bottom half of my dang base with fart, and it's kind of irritating. Because not only here, over here I had a bit of an issue with carbon dioxide building up. I noticed there's all this natural gas going around. You know why? I'll tell you exactly why. Tell you exactly why. Right there. The hermit. The hermit makes the poo. Why Why are both the extra duplicates I was given causing this kind of problem? Just natural gas down here? Yep, that's him. This whole bottom half of this spot. There's already a bunch of carbon dioxide here. This is slowly trying to get rid of it. Carbon dioxide had built up to this door, and there was a layer of natural gas right there, keeping everyone here from sleeping. Because the game has to throw you curveballs in one way or another, I guess. Like this game isn't difficult enough just because of my own ineptitude. So now the long part is dismantling and abandoning a lot of stuff. Which normally I have a hard time doing because weird attachment I get to things that have run well for so long. Unfortunately, you can't move the mini pod. Can't dismantle it. Can't build a second one. So as much as I would love to just put it up here, I'm afraid I can't do that. What I can do is I can just build an oxygen corridor to get there. So at least, you know, when I pick up another dupe, they don't have to run the gambit of ear popping and then vacuum. The bathrooms will stay where they are, probably for a while. At the very least, they are a way for dupes. If they really have to go, they can go. They don't have to go all the way to the top of the map. From here, this tank's going to suck to move, but I'm going to have to. It's because, like, one, I want the water. Two, I want the fish. I would like to keep the fish. To pick a spot somewhere where the fish get to stay. I don't really intend to farm them. I just want to have them for the I'll save the eggshells, just for the small amount of eggshells you get out of them. A little bit of meat. And because as long as they're wild, I don't have to put in the effort into babysitting them. Just free stuff. This teleport unit can't move you. I think I've shipped most of what I was going to. Ton of regolith and junk like that. This baby brick's gonna go now that the big one's set up. I diverted all the natural gas away from it. You're an oxygen line. What are you picking up? Oh, that's because I was vacuuming out all the gases from down here because I still have to do that. And I wanted to salvage some of the natural gas, but now that I don't have to worry about it, I can just really empty this all out. The game gave me Drecos and I gotta use them. The issue there is I have very little chlorine. And I would like to keep Drecos around just for the extra phosphorus. Not so much for the reed fiber. I don't really need the reed fiber, to be completely honest. I can probably just... If it wasn't for the fact that they don't drown, like they'll crawl through water, which kind of is really unfortunate. So I'm not sure how... I don't think they drowned. I don't think plug slugs do. I don't think they drown. I've tried to liquid walk them into into a room and they just escape. But one decent sized room and some balm lilies, and I can just let them be happy and wild and free and slowly generate extra phosphorite for me, with the only effort involved being... Well, no, there wouldn't be. Because the only things that would be in the room would be an auto sweeper and a conveyor loader. Just to pick up phosphorite. Yeah, pretty much. That's all that would be in there. Pufflets, I'm not sure. I picked them up just because they're probably not helping my frame rate because they can fly over the dang place, but to make a shockingly small amount of oxalite. I know you're there, I can see you. See you. Won't let me see you. And then the Sweetles. I don't have a steady supply of sulfur, unfortunately. So the Sweetles are just gonna have to live wild. Unless I natural plant a bunch of grub fruit. No, because I don't eat grub fruit either. They eat sulfur and... yeah, sulfur. So I eat sulfur. I could evolve them into grubs. That doesn't help me either. Just I don't have... It's weird, because ever since Spaced Out came along, I really enjoy farming Sweetles for the food benefit, but I haven't hit a stable... I haven't hit... I haven't hit a renewable supply of sulfur yet. The star map on this place gave me the Gassy Moo planet, which is going to be kind of new, because I've never actually... I've never farmed Gassy Moos. I've never have. Like, I knew this has been here, like, forever. I've never gone for it. I think Gassy Moos were in the game before I started. I think so. So it's going to be a bit of a challenge to go there and get one. Ice snow artifact. What I should do is, because everything around here is so incredibly... try to keep this place clean. Now that there is a robo pilot module, I think you just give him a pile of databanks and he flies away? Which isn't an issue, because they added these things to the game, and databanks aren't an issue anymore. I have almost 10 tons of databanks, and I think the only thing left I have to research is the final research. So once that's done, all databanks are just superfluous. There's something else that eats them, but I haven't figured that out yet. Only that thing eats them. Something else eats them and I've forgotten. Something else in the new update. But rather than dismantle this guy, I'm just going to leave him there. He's only got a range of 3, right? 1, 2, 3, come back. What do you have? Artifact. Get rid of this oxidizer tank. I'm gonna give you back your Not what I wanted to do. Just move it further and further away from everybody. That's exactly the plan. Give me... Well, that has to be on the bottom. Yeah, okay. No, then I still need the damn artifact thingy. I have to build a petroleum rocket. I build it here. We're just having bad stuff happen. I think building it over here is the better idea. Or it would be if I hadn't... if I hadn't spent a bunch of that time doing that. Grumble, grumble, grumble. I will have to pick a spot. What? Are you melting again? Are you still melting? I've stopped caring that you're melting. You're constantly melting. That's piled up. This is all... This is still providing an awful lot of power for something that's been broken for a very long time. I think what I'm going to have to do is just have these guys drop out into a vacuum box and then find some way to collect it that way. Clearly I'm not doing this properly, which is like I've looked these things up and either what I think should happen doesn't work, or I'm misinterpreting the design. One of those things I will figure out. I'll figure out between now and the next one. At the very least, this is constantly producing an awful lot of power because... Wow, that is some hot rock. Well, at least it's a constant 2350 word of power. Constantly broken, but constantly working. We will constantly be seeing you in the next episode.